Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is Wellness Wednesday today, and it is the day that we talk about self-care and self-love. This week's theme is about the third chakra, and that involves our self-esteem, and it's really our drive, what really drives us with our desires and pushes us through our dreams to create our dreams and everything that is important to us. And today, the theme for this, hi, Robin, how's it going today? Today's theme is about developing faith. It's something that exists within the third chakra, with your self-esteem and your self-drive, your self-sovereignty, that, we are born to, with the birthright of to achieve happiness and to seek out, what we desire. And so all of that really is based off of faith. It was something that I had to learn. I thought I had faith because, we're taught in school or in church about faith and to have it. But I really didn't understand it until I um, started on this journey that I have been on, this emotional journey. And so today, when I was sitting down and thinking about how to write out about faith, it really, I had to think about it. I knew that I had it. I knew that one word that I, also didn't understand was surrender, to surrender um, to your greater power. And so sitting down and writing about it, I had to think about what it meant for me to have faith. And I have realized that it's a personal experience. It's part of your own journey. It's what is to develop faith really depends on what your experience has been. Mine was, because of the abuse that I suffered from um, childhood and in, my marriages, that I I lost trust, and I also had a tremendous need to control everything, to control the situation so I could um, make it to where I wasn't being abused as much. Of course, it never worked out, but me thinking that I had the control gave me more power. And so, what for me, finding faith, it was a matter of finding trust. First, it started within myself, and then once I built that trust for myself, then I could build trust for other people around me, as well as um, my belief in um, spirit. I do believe in God, but I do speak in terms because everyone has their own beliefs and I respect them. So I speak of spirit, I speak of the universe, but it is what your convictions towards your beliefs, and I want to honor those. So when I speak of spirit, I speak of, what your beliefs in are for your higher power. And so for me, once I built that trust with myself and built that trust that the universe and spirit was going to provide for me. And I let go of control. Letting go of the control is truly what it is meant to surrender. And I found that sensation most of all when I started to really get good at meditation. And that is really, trying to find the description for meditation is it really comes down to that as well. It's not just quieting your mind, but it is about surrendering. And what I imagine for me is a visual for um, surrendering is that I feel like I am drifting in a stream, floating away from my body, and that just releases me into that surrender. basically into faith, that and also my connection to spirit. And it is the best description of faith, of the sensation of faith that I can describe. And of course, having faith and being able to let go of that control, it has helped me to be able to not worry about what and try to control, create, um, what I desire. When you let go of that need to control, that is when, things can start flowing to you much more easily, because you are, once you're letting go and you're allowing your faith to, that you're going to be taken care of, to really start. And it's not that it's in control, it's, once again, you're kind of in that stream of the bigger plan, because there is a bigger plan. We are creators, we can create our own reality, and the power of that creation comes in our ability to let go, and basically let go and let God, like people, say, let go and let things happen for you. And just put those intentions out there and have, and enjoy your life. And I wrote, you know, part of that was that looking at my childhood experiences as lessons instead of punishments. And then I found grace with my own mistakes. Instead of beating myself up over the mistakes that I have made, I was able to let go of that. I changed my language that I spoke towards myself, and looked at the lesson in each of them and what I needed to learn, and what I did in order to um, accomplish, even with the mistake in there, I could look at what I did and see where I needed to change, and what I did well at the time, as and what I need to do better at. And that is really what it comes down to. Developing faith is, and the letting go is it's not anything that is magical or mystical. It's really all about letting go of what's we're carrying around inside that is unnecessary. It's unnecessary for us to carry around all of this hurt and shame and the pain that, some of us have experienced in life. We don't need to carry that around, because we are really meant to be happy and joyful and playful and enjoy our time here in our lives. And by letting go of all that, we don't carry it over into other experiences, and it allows us to um, really get the best experience, to live our best life, to be our authentic selves, what we're looking to experience. And so today, and this is, a holistic experience, and it's not just about what we feel on the inside, it's also about what we feed our bodies. So for um, today, since the um, third chakra is right around our intestine area, and it's around our just below our diaphragm, I wanted to include today information on, I'm a big believer in um, our gut biome that exists within our intestines. We have bacteria in there, good bacteria, that actually helps us not only with digestion, but other functions in our body. It is where our a lot of things happen in that area. It is where it's called our second brain. So there's a lot that this gut bacteria really affects, and it's where our immune system, that's what I was trying to think of, exists. So all of this gut bacteria is in here, and we do with what we eat and how we treat ourselves, it really can affect uh, how our health is. And our health in our intestines can affect the health of the organs around it. And one of the things that we can do, there's several different things we can do for our microbiome, but today what I wanted to talk about was how to feed that. One of the ways is with prebiotics and probiotics. I don't know if you've heard those two words. Probiotics are bacteria in themselves that will help regenerate, repopulate our microbiome, and prebiotics are vegetables that help feed them that we can eat. So if you take a probiotic, it's great, but you also need to feed, in addition with the probiotic, do some prebiotics to help feed the gut biome in there. And yeah, gut biome is microbiome is a word that I used. I've actually read into what is it? Um, it was the human. There's two projects. There's the Human Biome Project, which studied gut health, and the Human Genome Project, which studied DNA. And I've read about the Human Biome Project. So I am what some people like to call me, a gut bacteria nerd, because I love that whole micro or biome that exists in our body. We are equal parts of human DNA and equal parts of bacteria. So yeah, and this is Robin still, because I think you're the only one that's here right now. I realized my new diet no longer I need to take the daily supplements of pro and prebiotics. Well, with your diet, you're actually taking prebiotics because prebiotics are vegetables and fruits and vegetables, actually. And I'm going to give you a list of those and grains that our gut biome actually feeds off of the insoluble fibers and other ingredients in this list of fruits and vegetables and grains that we can't digest ourselves, but they love them. They exist off of that. And the vegetables, fruits, vegetables, and grains that provide the that are most common. There's some on this list that are not real common, and I'm going to stick with the common ones. Um, Garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, barley, oats, apples, cocoa. Cocoa is great. We'll be talking a lot about cocoa. Chocolate is for every woman's dream. Chocolate is actually very good for you, and I will have several examples of that here coming up. Um, Another one is flaxseed, which also provides omega-3s, which will feed your mitochondria. And let me see here, jicama root, which is not real common, but I like it, and I have made several different jicama root and strawberry salads that are really good. Wheat bran, seaweed, and that is on what is on this list as far as common ones go. So including and with garlic, it is better when it's raw, which is easy to do in sauces and things like that, like salad dressings. Onions can be cooked. So all of these are things that you can include into your diets all the time, into your meals very easily. And these are items that will help feed the gut bacteria in your intestines and help them thrive, because when they thrive, we thrive. Like I said, it boosts our immune system. Um, it is what they call our second brain, because a lot of our impulses come from whether or not we're hungry, we're thirsty. There's actually a bacteria that if it becomes overpopulated, it will weave into our our nerve system, and it'll send impulses to your brain saying, hey, I'm hungry, I need you to feed me, and it likes to eat sugar. And so a lot of times your sugar cravings come from an overgrowth of that candida bacteria, which is people have kind of a fear about candida. It's something that actually naturally grows inside of our body, but um, it can become overpopulated because we don't feed our good bacteria the food that it needs. And so, really, the best way to get it back under control is to limit sugar, which sugar actually works against your mitochondria. It's not good for the mitochondria and the cell. And also, it feeds the candida. So, if you cut back on the sugar and kind of starve them back and then feed yourself these prebiotics, you can regrow the good bacteria and get your system back into balance and help your overall body just with improving the health of this bacteria. We live in a symbiotic relationship, like I said before, with these bacteria. If we feed them correctly, then they help feed us and help take care of us. So, anyways, this is all that I have for today. It is the end of the week. I am going to be including more stuff as far as the third chakra and for the rest of the week. And just keep an eye out. And then I'll be back next Monday for Manic Monday again, and we'll be moving on to the fourth chakra. So, well, thank you, Robin, for hanging out with me today. Anyone who comes in afterwards and watches this as a replay, just say hi. I love to say hi to everybody and include whatever comments that you'd like. All right, well, you have a good rest of your day and have a good weekend.